Okay, so the plan was to record a video about my guitar collection, tell you a bit about each guitar, play a bit, but then I realised some of them weren't in very good shape, so I thought, okay, well, I'll just, I'll change the strings, I'll clean them up a bit, I'll do a little setup where it's needed. It was all going okay, it was taking a while, but then I hit this guitar, and that's when all the trouble started. I thought it would take me 2 or 3 hours to set this guitar up. It took me pretty much 3 days and I had to use all this stuff. Solo was not impressed. Hello, I'm here with my LTD M-1000 guitar and it needs a little bit of work done to it. I'm just going to tidy it up a bit. So firstly, it has these 10 to 46 strings on it, which I love the sound of, I love the tone, I love the fact you can hit them hard. But when you try and use the whammy bar, very hard to push that down. This kind of guitar is kind of all about the whammy bar. So I'm going to change the strings to these 9 to 42s, which are what should be on it really. I have this Tremel-No trem blocker system installed here. It's a little device that enables you to block the tremolo so effectively your guitar acts like a hardtail. It's got a few other features on it as well, but it doesn't really, on this guitar, it doesn't really work as well as I want it to. And I find I just haven't used it for like 2 years, so I want to remove it. When I remove this claw and reinstall the original one, I am going to have to solder this wire, which I'm a bit worried about because I haven't soldered anything since I was about 14. And I also have some strap locks here, which I've had for probably years. I need to install them. There's a bit of old wire in here which I need to remove. It's just not melting it. I'm a bit stuck, to be honest. Nightmare. This, folks, is why I don't solder. For sake. I just spoke to my friend who's a plumber and he said my soldering iron appears to be underpowered for the job. Even though it gets to 450 degrees, it's only 60 watts. And apparently that's maybe not hot enough, not powerful enough. So let me hold that on there. He said try using the side. Sometimes you need to hold it for 30 seconds. Oh yes, I got it off. I had to hold this on there for about a minute. Okay, so I've set my soldering iron back to 400 degrees. I'm going to tin the thing I'm going to solder to. And I'm going to tin my wire. And now I'm going to try and solder that to the claw. So that appears to have worked. If I move the wire a little bit. Nope, it's come off. This is my experience of soldering things. Okay, so I've had to give up on my solder job for now. I've ordered a few bits and when they come, I'll have another go. But for now, I'm just going to continue with the setup of the guitar. Okay, so yesterday I was trying to solder this wire, this earth wire, to the trem claw, and I couldn't melt this old solder that was on there. So So I watched a lot of YouTube videos yesterday. I watched the entire series of Seymour Duncan's videos on soldering, which I highly recommend. What I learned from that was that I'm using the wrong solder, I'm using the wrong soldering tip. So I bought this 60-40 rosin core solder, which is the one that Seymour Duncan recommend. I bought a selection of tips. Now I've got this one. I'm really hoping it's going to work. And this solder has lead in it. The other one I had was lead free. Apparently lead free is harder to work with, so I'm gonna have to poison myself to fix this guitar. So using my chisel tip and the 80-20 rosin core, I managed to solder the wire on, and it seems to be okay. It's not coming off. Unfortunately, I forgot to press record. No! It's like the highlight of my my day, really, and I forgot to record it. Okay, this is the most epic guitar setup I've ever done. I thought it was going to take me 2 or 3 hours. It took me pretty much 3 days. But I learned a lot along the way. So let's see what it sounds like.